can of green beans. Baby, don't you think, baby, we could find us a brand new
So I'm going to make 2 portions. So first, I'm going to slice up the stuffed mushrooms. This is basically just a little bit of bread and some cheese, mozzarella cheese, and some flavoring. And so you figure about 1 for each one. So you want to do the prep first of everything that's not going to be the chicken, because once you fix the chicken, of course, you risk contamination. Cannot find my rolling pin, and I don't have a tenderizer, or if I do, it's somewhere in the garage. I have no idea where it's at. So I'm just going to use this pot, heavy bottom pot, and I'm going to use a plastic cutting board and some cellophane or plastic wrap, and I'm going to cut the chicken breasts in half, and then place it on here with just a sprinkle of water, and then pound it out. And then after that, we're going to stuff it with the mushrooms and a little bit of the sage and the other basil, and then we're going to season the outside of it, and then we're going to wrap it with the country ham. So we'll be right back. Okay, so here's our chicken breast. Got it on the cellophane and on the plastic. Move that over. And then what you want to do is open it up from the side and spread it kind of like a book would look. So we're just going to take it, and yes, you need to wash your hands before and after if you want to stay safe. So just very carefully, slowly cut towards the middle. And see here, it's already starting to go through. No, you can't see that, but it's just barely hanging on here. It's too thin. That's okay. This upper side's a little bit thicker, so I'm just going to run the knife to it and just kind of try to open it. It's okay if it creates a hole. That's no real big deal. You just work with it carefully and open up the middle of the chicken just like a book, like this, and just, you know, don't rush it. So you're going to do this here. Alright, so we have the chicken split into half. Now we're going to take it with cellophane, and I'm going to put the knife down before I cut myself, and put the cellophane over it and wrap it up loosely. You don't want to make a tight wrap because you'll break the wrap. Okay, a little bit of water's already been put on it, as you can see from the moisture. Then you're just going to take your pan and start tenderizing it. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. Okay, this is the first chicken breast. I've kind of pounded it out, so it'll be a little bit thinner. And then all I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay the mushrooms with their mixture in the center of this, whatever I think will fit. Okay, what I decided to do is we're going to add some fresh mozzarella. It's in liquid, as you can see. Okay, and it is not flavored. So it's just cherry-sized mozzarella. Put that off to the side here. And open it if I can. Give me a second. And take one little ball out. Now, even though this is already, you know, has some flavoring, we need to add some more, because you'll be surprised that it'll end up bland. So we're going to use my favorite roasted garlic sea salt here to it. And you also have to season the outside. I mean, we're going to season the inside, and then we're going to season the outside. So we do that. And then some black pepper. It's just a grinding meal here that we're going to put onto it. You can use whatever seasonings you want. If you like jalapenos, heck, throw a jalapeno piece in there somewhere. You know, whatever it is that you like. Okay, so now we need to open our sage. You don't want to use too much of this because sage is very strong. So maybe one sage and then some fresh basil. If you don't have fresh herbs, don't worry about it. Use dried. It doesn't have to be fresh. It just so happened that, you know, a lot of times my store won't have the fresh ones. They'll be out or I'll forget to pick them up. You know what? I think we're just going to split this because that way when you eat it, you'll get a little bit of each. Okay, so there we are. So now we're just going to take this and take one side and kind of roll it to the other. And we're going to take the ham. Okay, guys, here we are. I realized that this bacon, which the dog enjoyed because it touched the chicken, so I had to feed him what that part was, is too stiff. I've never used it before. I just thought it would be a good flavor, being shaved ham, but it's not as thin and as flexible as I thought it would be. There you are, Roscoe. So I'm resorting back to the prosciutto, and this is the Italian ham, very thinly sliced and very easy to roll. So I'm just going to place this down on this side. Lift the chicken. Carefully place this into the center. And this will stretch a little bit so you can kind of get it to do what you want. And then take a toothpick and insert a toothpick just kind of keep it all together. Okay, now I've got some olive oil that I'm going to place down first, just a little bit on each one. And I have this, which you've seen in my videos, one of my favorite seasoning that a friend of mine on YouTube sent to me. It's in the past videos. It's very good seasoning, but if you don't have rubber butt, use seasoned salt or your own combination of flavorings, including cayenne and red pepper and whatever. And even though you use something like this, you really want to still add, for this, this is still my favorite, I'm going to go ahead and put some of this on it also, which is the roasted garlic salt. And then just kind of flip it over, because last time I checked, the backside does not season itself. Wipe your hands off like I'm doing. Okay. And then season this side. And actually now we're seeing side down. 350-degree oven for about 30-35 minutes, and then we'll check it and we'll be right back. Hey guys, okay, now we're back. What I decided to do was go ahead and add a cream sauce to the chicken. I just think maybe it needs something else. I am using, this is not the one that's in the pan. The one that's in the pan is the Italian herb one, but this one's the lemon pepper. It is the Sauté Express, and yes, I will be using that coupon to buy some more. They're pretty good for flavored butters. So I have that in the pan, and then I'm going to put in about equal amount of just regular butter. So we've got approximately 3.5 tablespoons. So we're going to let that melt real quick. Okay, we have this coming to a nice simmer here, or boil, which is fine. We're going to back down on that heat. Add our flour to make our 4 tablespoons. As you can see, I'm just going to whisk it around. This is to cook out the flour taste. We don't want raw flour, okay, in our white sauce. We're also going to be putting in there some Romano cheese that I've already grated from the block. If all you have is the canned stuff, or Parmesan, or Reggiano or whatever those, you know, whatever one you have in your refrigerator that is available, that's what you will use. So, I'm just going to keep whisking this for another few seconds here. And let it kind of cook out. I'm going to add a little bit of milk, which I'm going to measure. About one of these cupfuls is 1/4 of a cup. So this is coming to a nice little, it's cooking, to say the least. So I add that, start whisking very quickly because I don't want lumps. I want to be able to make this smooth. So I added 1/4 of the regular milk. Now I'm going to use some heavy cream. Okay, shake it up a little bit there. I don't know why I do that because I don't think it makes a difference. And then we're just going to pour in 2 of these into it. And then we're just going to simmer it to let it reduce and thicken up. And then we're going to add our cheese to it. So I'm just slicing it up in pretty decent, you know, slices, I guess. I don't know. However you want to state that. Now in a restaurant you use a fork to do this, but oh well. We're not in a restaurant, we're at my house. So this is, let me show you. That's the inside of it. Can I taste this? Yep. It's mine. Okay. So you can see the mushroom and the bread, and I guess it had a little bit of spinach. I didn't realize that. So usually in a restaurant they would take the ends off. At least they always did in my restaurant. You don't realize how much people touch your food, do you? Believe me, when you go to a sit-down restaurant, they touch your food probably more than you would like. Okay, so we have our sauce. I have a fork, I don't have a spoon, but that's okay. And we're just going to drizzle some of the sauce over the top. I'll even take that one off because it just doesn't look as perfect. And then we'll be right back in a moment. And the sauce tastes very good. We'll be right back in one moment our plate. To see the finished plate. We have our rice with vegetables, just peas and carrots. And then we have some sweet corn with some herbs and seasoning on it. And then we have our stuffed chicken wrapped with the prosciutto, which originally was going to be the ham, but that didn't work out. So, anyways, now I'm going to give it a try. So, hang on. It's good. I would say that's a success. Alright guys, just because I'm cooking for 1 or 2 people doesn't mean I have to eat a microwave dinner. It didn't take that long to prepare. It's very simple. Give it a try. Let me know if you want the recipe. Sorry, I'm still chewing. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not already, to rate, thumbs up, and a comment. And everybody, live, love, and eat.